Hey, future Dr. Pugh's class, just a word of advice. Your first day of class is going to be really awkward, and you're going to be like, what did I sign myself up for? And then you're going to realize that there's no other options for classes. But that's okay, because at first he's going to ask you, do I identify as white or black or Christian or straight or gay or blah, 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 blah. And you're going to be like, what is happening right now? What did I sign myself up for? And then he's gonna go into more about how he just did that just to open you up and like get you used to answering tough questions that we think we're not supposed to be talking about. And you still really don't in the real world, but it just makes you a little bit more comfortable in situations where you need to. And I guess I'll start with the biggest takeaway in the beginning. Your biggest takeaway is that you can talk about these things not so you can be the next politician or so you can be the next news reporter, but it's so you can be the type of teacher who's able to stand up for your students at the end of the day, even when it's a tough, sticky situation and something that everybody else is going to tell you to be quiet about, but you know that it's the right thing to do. And this class is solely to prepare you for that and to prepare you for the ugliness that the world has and that the education system has that you don't see until you get behind the scenes. So a word of advice is to actually take it all in, and you're going to talk about things that you don't believe in, and you're going to talk about things that you don't like and that you were always told you don't talk about at the dinner table, but you're going to talk about it and it's going to be fine. And on that note, you're going to read every chapter, and actually read every chapter, or at least most of the chapter, because you're going to actually have to turn it in and talk about it the next week. And it seems really annoying, but I promise you it gets easier. My best friend cried the first day we had to read one, and it all turned out fine, and we were able to knock them out so fast by the end of the semester. And it's actually really educational, and this is probably one of the only classes that you actually end up learning in, and it's gonna make you mad. And some days you'll walk in being like, you know what, I'm not gonna talk, I'm not gonna say anything because I know this is controversial and I know I have an opinion that not everybody's gonna like to hear. And if you're anything like me, you would have talked to the whole class even though you said that you don't want to. So just go in knowing that that class is going to be a safe space for you, and it's going to be a place where you can say your controversial opinions and you can say things that usually you wouldn't say out in the real world. But this class is made up of like 25 other people who you've never met before, but by the end of the semester they're going to be someone that you can count on and that you'll write a student teaching together with, and that you know a little bit more about than most people should know about their peers in class. But that's a good thing, and take it to heart, because it's the type of class that you are never going to get again and that you probably have never had. It's genuinely once in a lifetime, but there's so many learning opportunities that can come from it. And so basically just soak it all in and have fun with it, and don't be afraid to share your dirty opinions.